Well, what we're going to do for the last part of class today is I'm going to read some questions to you and give you a few seconds after each one to think about it. These are ethical issues, and I want you to think about what you would do in each of these situations. So here goes. You've reserved a table at a restaurant and invited friends to come and dine with you. When you arrive, you are told by the head waiter that there is no reservation for you and there is no table available. So what do? What's the ethical issue for you now? What's the right, wrong, good, bad choices that you have right now? What's the issue here? Why is it an issue for you? What are your response options? Take a bit of time to think about those things. You reserve a table, there's none available. What do you do? Okay, next. A friend of yours tells you that she won't tell you something and gives her as her reason she can't trust you. Now, what's the ethical issue here? What's right, wrong, good, or bad, potentially? Could be a variety of things, but for you, if somebody told you they didn't trust you, what would the issue be? Why would this be an issue for you? Would it be? What are your response options if a good friend says, I can't tell you that because I don't trust you? Would you try and find out why there's a lack of trust? Would you walk away? Would you beg? Would you try and coerce an answer? What's your response if somebody says they won't trust you? Okay, going on. A 10-year-old child related to you you are totally aware, you know for a fact, has stolen $5 from your wallet. A 10-year-old related to you. What's the ethical issue now? If sometimes there are times when lies aren't wrong, are there times when stealing's not wrong? Maybe if that person was starving and needed money to buy food, but that 10-year-old's not in a position of needing that $5. They've stolen it from your wallet. What's your response? What's the ethical issue here? Is there more than one issue? What's right and wrong and good or bad? Why is taking $5 from your wallet an issue? Is it an issue? And what are your response options? Are you going to need to have some type of retributive behavior? You need retribution. Somebody's done something wrong and they need to be punished. Or will you try and reclaim the situation, make something positive come out of it? What happens if a 10-year-old relative steals money from your wallet? What will you do and why? And finally, in the questions, police come to your house during a Saturday night. Your house, you're having a party. The police come and tell you that you're making too much noise and you need to quiet it down. What's the ethical issue? What's right or wrong, good or bad? You're in your own house. Can't you do what you want to in your own house? But people up and down the street can hear you. Maybe they have a small child who can't get to sleep. Maybe they simply don't like hearing the voices of you and your friends. But it's your house. Don't you have the right to do what you want to do and can do in your house? Why do the police have to respond? What is the ethical issue here? From your point of view, from the point of view of the people who called the police. What is right and wrong? What is good or bad? Who decides? Why is this an issue? And what are your response options? Do you have your friends leave? Do you quiet them down? What is the issue if the police come to your house on a Saturday night when you're having a party and tell you to quiet things down? So, we're faced with all kinds of good, bad, right, wrong issues every single day. Every time we go to put something in our mouth, we don't think about it. But if we would, it's an ethical issue, what we put in our mouths to eat. And depending what we do put in our mouths to eat, our body responds in good or bad ways. Most of the time when we have a soreness in our head and our neck, stiffness, stuffiness, it's because of things we put in our mouth, the different foods that we eat. So we make these kind of decisions all day long without thinking about what's right and what's wrong. Well, we're going to finish up the day with a story. Sometimes we wonder, what did I do to deserve this? Or why is this happening to me? And there's an explanation, actually. So a daughter is telling her mother how everything is going wrong. She's failing algebra. Her boyfriend broke up with her. Her best friend is moving away. Meanwhile, her mother is baking a cake. And she asks her daughter, "Would you like a snack?" The daughter says, "Absolutely, Mom. I love your cake." "Well, have some cooking oil," her mom offers. "Yuck," says her daughter. "Well, how about a couple of eggs?" "Gross, Mom." "Would you like some flour then, or some baking soda?" "Mom, those are all yucky." To which the mother replies, "Yes. All those things, just like the things that you mentioned to me, are bad by themselves. But when you put them all together in the right way, they make a wonderfully delicious cake." Now, life works in the same way. Many times we wonder why we have to go through all the bad and difficult times. But when those things are put in front of us, many times they fall in order and they work out for the good, if you choose a response that will help you respond positively to them. We just have to trust possibly God and ourselves, and things will become wonderful. So remember, flowers come up every spring. There's a sunrise every morning, whether or not you can see it. Life at times may not be the party that you hope for. But while we're here, as often as you can, you might as well dance. Listen, for those of you who believe in Good Friday and Easter, have a blessed, blessed weekend. For those of you who don't, rest, stay healthy. I'll see you back here in class on Monday. So long.